Man, the 80s really were a hell of a drug.
Mommy's going to the beauty parlor, darling. But I'm leaving you with your favorite friend, Roger. He's going to take very, very good care of you. Because if he doesn't, he's going back to the science lab.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Raider Reviews, the first and only review show on the Raider News channel. My name is Ben Friedman, and today we are going to be taking a look at one of the biggest crossover events in movie history. I'm not talking about Avengers, I am not talking about Wreck-It Ralph, and I am certainly not talking about Food Fight. Today I am talking about the blockbuster hit Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Directed by Robert Zemeckis of Back to the Future fame and written by Jeffrey Price and Peter S. Seaman, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was released in 1988 to critical acclaim. This film created a legacy that is matched by few, brought a newfound interest into the golden age of animation, and gave us one of the most pausable scenes in movie history. I will not be showing any clips from that scene because I would like Mr. Moscow to keep his job. But did it live up to the hype to me? Short answer, yes. But let's get into specifics and start with the good.
Roger, what's this? A tweeting bird? Tweeting bird? Roger, read the script. Look what it says. It says rabbit gets clunked. Rabbit sees stars. Not birds. Stars! Can we lose the playback, please? You're killing me. For crying out loud, Roger. How many times do we have to do this damn scene? Raoul, I'll be in my trailer. Taking a nap! Excuse me,
Please, Raoul, I can give you stars. Just drop the refrigerator in my head one more time.
Roger, I got on your head 23 times already.
Number one,
Don't
the
worry
visual
about
effects.
me.
This movie looks beautiful. The main drawing point of this film is the live-action humans interacting with these animated characters, and everything blends together seamlessly. The animation is gorgeous, and the bright colors of the characters mix in with the darkly muted colored world amazingly. And when the switch is flipped, and the live-action characters are in the animated environment, it looks just as good, and it all comes together amazingly. Even if this was one of the worst films of all time, which it very much isn't, I would still say just watch it for the effects. It's a masterpiece even today. Number 2, the performances. For this section, we'll be focusing on two men in particular, Bob Hoskins as Eddie Valiant and Christopher Lloyd as Judge Doom. Bob Hoskins is fantastic as the straight man to all this wild cartoon antics going on. He takes all of it seriously and perfectly displays all of the complex emotions of a deeply disturbed soul and a tortured alcoholic. He plays it all up with 100% seriousness and adds to just how amazing this movie is. And Christopher Lloyd as Judge Doom is just as intimidating of a villain as possible. He is menacing and downright frightening at times, but can even be funny and charming as well. These performances help elevate the movie along with everything else and push it just to an even higher level. And number 3, the writing. This film is sharper than Attack. The jokes fly left and right at every possible moment, and the comedy is balanced out with some real dramatic and frightening moments. The balance is amazing. The thing that won me over, though, is just how creative this world is. The way the writers are able to craft this new world that we're not familiar with, unless you read the book, and explain all of its ins and outs with not having it distract from the story, it's incredible. It's world building I haven't seen since I saw films such as John Wick or Sorry to Bother You. It's great. Again, I know that the film was based off a book, so people who have read the book know what the world is, but for those like me who just kind of went into this slightly blind, it still helps elevate the point and still helps establish the world. This is what helps the movie right from the start, and it never lets up. Now, despite these things and many more, there are still some bad things about this film. I mean, no movie is without sin. Can I say that? Am I going to get in trouble for that? No? Okay. Let's move on to the bad.
Compassion.
All right, I'm sorry I yanked your ears.
All the time you yanked my ears?
Murder.
Marvin Acme. The rabbit cacked him last night.
Remember, you never saw me.
Number 1, the pacing. This is a really minor complaint.
That's funny. I don't recall asking for a really boring story. My God, Barbie. Don't you understand no one cares?
The movie starts to drag and slow down from its pace in the middle of the film, away from the pace that it has at the start. At the start of the film, and at the end of the film for that matter, it just kind of has, this raw kinetic energy. It's frantic, it's fun, and it moves in a pace where you can still keep track of the story, but you're not distracted from all the jokes and the antics. In the middle of the film, it slows down so you can still keep up with the story, but you just feel like you're taking a step back. When you have this wild character such as Roger Rabbit, you expect things to be, constantly moving in and out. And in the middle of the film, it just kind of slows down. But it's a very small issue. The movie's still amazing, but it still sticks out nonetheless. Number 2, the romantic subplot. This is something that is hinted at once, comes right out of nowhere in the middle of the film, and once again at the end of the film, and there's very little explanation or there's not that much backstory behind it. But at this point, I'm just kind of nitpicking, if I'm being honest. And the character who is the love interest, Dolores, plays a great foil to Eddie, and is a great character in her own right. She has some pretty great moments. See, a negative turned into a positive. That's how amazing this film is. And number 3, the real lack of a mystery. The title of this film is Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which you probably already know. The title and plot alone promise at least some sort of mystery. Maybe some different aspects of maybe some different mystery aspects, some suspects, mystery tropes. But be real. When you have a guy in your film named Judge Doom, and he looks like this, then the mystery is pretty much thrown right out the window. But again, Judge Doom is an amazing villain, so I digress. Let's finish off with the bottom line. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is an incredibly fun ride. It strikes an amazing balance with all genres and boasts some of the most well-done visual effects of all time. Oh yeah, and it features some of the greatest cartoon characters of all time together in one place, and I don't think that's ever been done before, especially not in a feature-length motion picture. And if that can't convince you, then everything else this film has to offer will. This film is truly deserving of its blockbuster status and truly deserving of a 5-star rating. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to look out for all videos coming on the Raider News channel, and make sure to check out this film on Disney+. It is well worth your time. My name is Ben Friedman. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.